you see today. Vegetation and trees arrived, but most were cut down during medieval times to produce charcoal for smelting, and the pine forests you see today mainly introduced species like large, double-slung, spruce, and even subsequent. Our only native pine, the Scots pine, also survived in some areas, and if you wish to see the natural Highland forest, we recommend a visit to the Glen Affric Nature Reserve. Decomposed sphagnum moss on the hilltops created peat bogs, and it is rainwater being stained by the peat which causes the loch's water to be so dark. The loch is around 23 miles long, averages 1 mile wide, and is 754 feet deep. That is 35 kilometres long, 1.5 kilometres wide, and 230 metres deep. You could put the population of the world into Loch Ness more than 3 times over, and it contains more water than all the lakes, rivers and reservoirs of both England and Wales combined, including the whole of the English Lake District. So, there is room for it to conceal a few mysteries. Do keep your cameras to hand, as you never know when you might be lucky enough to film or photograph something unusual in the loch. Whether the phenomena seen at the surface could be Nessie will continue to be debated, and there are many theories on the subject. So, let us take a look at the history of the Loch Ness Monster and see if it provides any clues. The first recorded sighting of a mysterious creature in the loch was in 565 AD by St. Columba, a Scots-Irish missionary who was preaching Christianity to the native Picts in the area. He attended the funeral of a man reputedly killed by a water beast, and the next day one of his own followers was attacked by the creature. The saint raised his crucifix and told the beast to go back and leave the man alone. Unfortunately, it is also known the saint encountered fearsome beasts in many locations in Scotland, and the story was probably just a parable to show the power of the Church of the Christians. Sightings of a big fish occurred in the 19th and early 20th century, but in 1933 the story suddenly exploded upon the world with a series of sightings and photographs. The most famous picture, that of a graceful neck protruding from the water, turned out to have been faked, but it always remained the iconic image of the Loch Ness Monster. Sightings have persisted ever since, but those of multiple humps are now considered to be caused by boat wakes. Just look behind the boat to see how wakes can look alive. Scientists have shown that long-necked animals could not live in the cold water owing to its temperature and the lack of an adequate food supply. Some will be mistakes, diving birds and even deliberate invention. However, the vast majority of sightings are of a single hump, and those could be large living creatures. Sonar confirms strong contacts in the deep water, the domain of fish rather than air breathers. Sadly, the bulk of evidence collected has been mistakes, fakes, or difficult to interpret. One suggestion is that sturgeon may have been introduced to the river system, and it is known they can live for centuries and grow to enormous proportions. The world record sturgeon was 27 feet, 8.3 metres long, and over 240 years old. It might not be a very romantic monster, but at least it could be a real creature, thus vindicating all of those hundreds of eyewitnesses. The only way to solve the mystery is to catch one. But how do you catch what might be a sure, it's not possible to move an egg to the future. Keep your camera ready, as it is never possible to move this world. In the cliffs on the south side of the loch is the concealed entrance of Gorrie's Cave. Gorrie's real name was Alexander MacDonald, a notorious cattle thief. He used the cave as a hideout. As a survivor of the Battle of Culloden, he was determined to assassinate the Redcoat commander, the Duke of Cumberland, in revenge for the beating taken by his fellow clansmen during the battle. Lying in wait on the hillside, he saw his chance when the Duke and his troops happened by. Gorrie's blunderbuss was full of shot and nails. He remained hidden while he waited for the Duke to come into range. Unfortunately for Gorrie, the shot was a bad one and missed. He immediately back to his cave and was pursued by the redcoat soldiers, who lost sight of him in the heather. With food and supplies being brought by his wife and other village folk, he managed to remain hidden in the cave for several months. Eventually, the redcoats gave up the search, and the tale does not tell what finally became of this fugitive from Cumberland's rough justice.